Okay, well, our theme today is a bit leadership, and the term leadership actually has not been in common use in English really until about the 1950s. It was the previous term that would have been used would have been the term leader. So leader typically referred to a formal role of some institution or another. So business leader, military leader, religious leader. So when you were a leader, you were occupying a formal sanctioned role of some entity in society. And so the role meant that people that were in the role could actually be in the role but not provide leadership. So you could have leaders that weren't leading. So the idea of what makes a leader lead is really around the word leadership. That's where it comes from. Leadership is the personal capacity of people to take the lead on something. And to take the lead really has to do with establishing a direction and the reasons for that direction. So establishing leadership and purpose is really the challenge of leaders, because leaders of all kinds who generate their own leadership are trying to create something that wasn't there before, to engage some kind of a challenge and impact on that challenge. So leadership really is a feature of people. It's a quality of people that enables them to tackle a challenge adaptively. Now, many people would say, well, I'm not a leader because I'm not this or that, you know. So they would have some idea of what a real leader is, and then there's themselves. And so they always say, well, in terms of themselves, well, I'm not a leader. That's other people are leaders. So whatever that other people are leaders thing is, it really refers to some preconception of what a leader is or isn't. And that makes it possible then for people to say, oh, well, I'm not one of those people. For instance, people would say, well, I'm not a leader because I'm not personally charismatic. And leaders need to be personally charismatic. And of course, that's, you know, there are such things as leaders that do have charisma, but there'd also be lots of people providing leadership that don't have charisma and to provide quite effective leadership. And so the idea that you need to be charismatic to be a leader isn't necessarily true either. And in fact, many who are charismatic are not providing leadership. What they're providing is charisma. And so charisma is charisma, and it may or may not be useful charisma. So a lot of very deceptive leaders have been quite charismatic, but also quite misleading and essentially abusive of the trust that have been placed in them.